Hey everybody, happy 7th. It's 7-7, kind of a maybe lucky day. Going to read to you the rest of today, and this will probably be it because it's 10:20 at night. Again, the book Smart. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Again, the book Smart and Life's Stupid Brain Witch at Dublin Springs is wrong. She said the CVS Minute Clinic had penicillin for the third shot that I needed for treatment. I started the day of third and final injection around 10:45 in the morning. I signed in at a kiosk and got an appointment for 11:30 today. I walked in after being told to mask up, breathing in nanofibers into my lungs, and was told that they do not have penicillin. Around 11:15 a.m., since she took me early, and I said my goodbye, telling the nurse practitioner that COVID isn't real, and to spread the word, I drove down to my old stomping ground, Old Town East, to go to the health department. I was able to get an appointment today at 12:45. I drove home to post a new short video, Invasion of Privacy, Media Topic 1980 to Present, and shared it on Twitter. I'll need to share it on TikTok and Instagram too, when I get done. The health department wanted to verify income, and I angrily put a sign for empty set across the section. I wouldn't be able to even hold down a job with all the hospitalizations. This mental health trap is so fucked up. It has ruined my life in just about as much, it has ruined my life about as much as the police and neighbors and friends have, thinking they're fixing things, but nothing is broken, except a set of cute pink pig ears. When will the police end my hell that they created? Patty's manipulating, twisting, and lies have ruined everything, and taken everything too. The most harming being calling my anger at her a symptom of a mental illness, and remaining silent about the identity of the imposter not being the government. She has no proof that he is, so she's really fucked herself by insisting his authenticity, and she is liable for that because she has spoken the words that the police sickly and lazily believe. Everyone's only defense is going to all be the same. I didn't know. And I call bullshit out on that piss poor excuse. All summer I messaged Patty, texted, and wrote letters, and posted them all online as proof of my efforts. I have done the same with the police, steadily building my case with each occurrence of being ignored. It's important to know you're right, and I know I am, on this, and he will be caught too. Patty's going to do that for me, finally, in order to lay the blame on someone other than herself. Unless she wants to claim she made up the story to save Arvid's friend, which would land her in jail for life. The real government's intervention is needed now, before I experience any more pain and suffering, and people potentially doing major harm to avoid being held liable for damage. My life is so fucked up, and it's all because of Patty and her desire and help of the police to get the addict out of the neighborhood, which is illegal to do in the first place, and is a violation of my deed. Putting someone in duress to sell their property is illegal. I have 19 more pages to write, probably till Sunday, to tell of a hero in my 9th edition that's going to save me from hell. My friends are knuckleheads for not helping and believing. Their trust in me is pitiful, and I know why it's so low, and why the media refuses to cover my story, and why neighbors refuse to help. The police think everything is caused by what they created out of thin air, a mental illness diagnosis. My persistence in being right is because I am. It's not a mental illness. The police have isolated me from society and convinced everyone that my claims of crime are delusions, which is the biggest lie of all. Their arrogant ignorance, committing fraud, and ruining all my relationships with everyone I know because they are the voice of authority. Their own lazy incompetence is the cause of all my trouble. It's a good thing that I have evidence of one officer agreeing with me that, quote, many offenses have occurred, because I taped and recorded the conversation with Officer Lutz and posted the 45-minute conversation and created a shorter soundbite video, both publicly available on my Yahoo channel, Robert Milligan Jr. The police are really screwed. So even if they were to lock me up somewhere, someone could sue on my behalf and use all my videos as proof. And I'll make my brother or mom do it, since all my friends are completely worthless. The truth will come out, but not because of people wanting it to, but because I so very carefully documented everything that was going on. I began in 2015 with no answers at all and a ton of questions. But in 2022, I'll end up asking all the questions because I know some of the answers. How do you complete a puzzle? Piece by piece, of course. And I have built my knowledge base steadily since I pledged to God to defend His creation, us, as being 100% human. Nobody should be in awe of what I've done. Anyone can do just the same by being actually aware of your surroundings, being alert, and using your intuition. God will provide the answers you seek if you are patient. Ask for His will to be done, because He wants all of His followers to be happy, secure, and content. And stay alert or pay attention to coincidence and synchronicity. I've got no magic up my sleeve, just faith in my God. And He assures me that all will be well. Things don't happen at the pace you want, but that's because it's on God's time, not man's. We are a quick to judge and impatient species. And the level of expectancy we experience in such a technologically advanced civilization is at the extreme end of the scale. Going on a walk the other day, I traveled over a 4-square court made of tape in the middle of the street. As I walked across it, remembering many friends and old memories, I said out loud, "Good, it's not a video game. Kids need to play outside." We are quickly losing touch with the central thing that provides us with abundant energy and happiness, Mother Nature. Her beauty and diversity is enough to entertain the most severe ADD person alive. There is always something going on around you. A bird on a branch, or a squirrel crossing your path, or an image of clouds that look like something, or the swaying of tree branches in the breeze. Nature is my TV, and I would be content outdoors all the time. I love the world we live in, until my captors made me believe they could take it all away by confining me, sometimes weeks at a time, just for telling the truth about the world we live in. Minority opinion is heavily under attack in America today, and the goal is to remove freedom and do-gooders getting in the way of a good time, wanting to steal that too. I found out that I only owe $500 more on my taxes, not $5,000, like the letter stated from the IRS, because they hadn't cashed my check yet when they sent the letter. Thank God. On my way home, I stopped at Glen Ravine, and because of all the rain yesterday, the conglomerate concrete chunk stream is a bubbling brook, and I overlooked it from the ridge, sitting in a spot. The world is pretty, and I want it to stay that way. After I get done with tackling the problem of R&M, if I'm successful, I think urging politicians to tax and fine the largest polluters, big business, sounds like a worthy cause. I picked up 3 plastic bottles today while pumping gas. I leave a place better than when I found it. Getting off of plastic is the most important thing we could do for our Earth, to preserve it for generations to come. If we are to have a bigger population because R&M and microwave transmission is reduced, we should focus on eliminating this man-made product that never biodegrades. Every human on average takes in the equivalent of 1 credit card worth of plastic into our bodies every week. Plastic is now found in our bloodstream, and it is a carcinogen. We must take better care of ourselves, each other by preserving rights, and our environment. If we don't, the people alive today will have nothing of any value to pass down to the next generation. The baby boomers sure did make the world the way they wanted to. So addicted to TV, you can't go anywhere without being filmed and watched. And those in charge took it to the extreme with R&M. If they choose to not claim Alzheimer's, they have a chance to fix their fucked up illegal surveillance program that mocks the Constitution and restore the people's rights before everything is ruined. Driving home from Glen Ravine, I took Woodbine and was glad that I did. An SUV was parked in front of Patty's, and the license plate I wrote down on a piece of paper so I wouldn't forget was GTR 2831, around 7:30 p.m. I don't know how much longer people plan to remain silent, but each day without resolution is actually causing everyone involved more pain and suffering, and allowing the only thing the devil needs to win: more time to make more technology. I mentioned something important to my captors today about the technology. One man isn't controlling it, because all these different things in the videos I've recorded are happening at the same time. No single man could give out that many different commands at the same time. The man in charge is a poser and a liar. He lied about me, he lied about the technology, and he lied to his own people who were helping him, yet people still want to believe him. In order to save the world, people involved must come forward with truth to break the devil chain that keeps everyone his slaves. The devil has tricked people into lying, and now they suffer the consequence. People need to think outside the box and understand that in this case, there is no precedence to follow. The government, I think, would be happy with the truth at this point, because everyone is rightfully confused, and that's when mistakes are going to happen. People need to get over the fear of getting in trouble and think of this as a chance for opportunities to happen. They need to be optimistic. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well. God bless.